Alright, well this is, I don't know what I'm gonna get into here, but this is one of the earliest larger format or larger horsepower engines from the 60s that I've done. Earliest. I don't know if I'm talking right or not. Yeah, so like I've done, you know, a little later years of the inline sixes, but this would be the earliest that I've done. So 1964. Anyway, I'm gonna try to remove the lower unit, taking a pretty good peek at what it looks like, because see, on this guy, you got on the outside, you got your shift and throttle cable. So it looks to me like should be like the other, I guess this, I don't know if they call this, really is like Bravo 1. That's always kind of confusing. Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Alpha Gen 1, Alpha Gen 2. And then you got Torque Master. And you got Torque Master 2. Anyway, you get the idea. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take this prop off and get it out of the way. And I mean, it looks to be exactly like the other ones, but you know, I don't know if there's a shift. I don't have a manual for this, but you know, I'm sure there's not a shift cable that goes all the way up. Sorry, I'm sure there's not a shift cable that goes all the way up. But I'm gonna do a water pump because it's been sitting for 20 years. You know, there's no way the water pump works. So I ordered a water pump and I've got it in there, and I'm gonna just pop this dude off. So anyway, I've got my little socket out here, and I think the first thing I'm gonna do though is on these keepers, I'm gonna pry these up. So you got it. You probably can't see this, so maybe I set you over here.
Me too. So I don't know.
I don't believe it.
I don't know which one.
I never had that experience.
So I'm gonna try both. I mean, obviously, when the water's clear, I'll go with the lead.
Yeah.
Because you don't need a real loud weight.
Right.
So, typically, on Percy Priest, you're dealing with stained water anyway. So, in my mind, this would be good for that extra sound to draw them into it.
Right. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna just bend the tabs up first. And hopefully without damaging the prop. Sometimes I like to take a little bit of a rag or something and set it just like right here, you know, when you're bending, so you don't, it's not a real good way to do this. Different screwdriver. I got this one just because I thought I could get more leverage. I don't want to break it either. So don't do what I'm doing. But I don't know, you know, it's like, $20 of me trying to get this nut to come up. There's another one. There it goes. I guess don't do what I'm doing. Not really. I mean, it's just it is what it is, man. I don't know what else to say about it. Inch and a quarter or inch and an eighth socket. Oh yeah, that wasn't even on there hardly. I had a guy comment one time I was using a breaker bar. And he's like, I don't know if I trust this guy using a breaker bar. And I'm like, man, I'm not putting it on. I'm taking it off. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to have a prop wrench that is like everybody else has. So yeah, we got the lock tab, the nut. We'll have this. That's normal. Then we got a prop. Go put this inside. Thrust washer. This is a really early design of a thrust bearing. It's not a bearing, it's a washer. Looks in great shape though. So a couple things while I'm doing this. Nowadays, I almost always leave the oil in it. Unless I'm like doing it and putting it back on right away. Almost always leave the oil in it, because unless I'm doing it that day where I'm putting it back on, you know, and filling it with oil, because we don't want it, if it had water in it, if I had to leave in a teaspoon or a tablespoon of water, I'm going to leave that oil in it until I get it off. So I kind of got it up in the air because it's going to come off this way. We got to take off our trim tab to get to, there's a bolt underneath the trim tab. It should be. I'm guessing, like I said, man, I haven't done one of these. I'm going to get my parts tray. I'm sort of sure that this is like earlier designs, but I mean later designs, but I just don't know. Let's see if we can get this little tab out of here. This little, these things always, this may not. Oh yeah, there we go. These little grommets, they almost always are break on you. So this one is gonna be a 1/4 inch. Alright, sorry, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but you have to use a 1/4 inch to get this off. And this is an Allen. And some of them had Allen keys, some of them didn't. I guess what I mean to say is some of them used Allen keys and some of them didn't, that I've found over the years. Look down here. Hey, I can figure out what this is. It should be. Well, that sure looks like it. It's a 5/16. Is this a 5/16? It says 5/16. I think it's gonna rain. Huh.
Looks like it's only going to be cloudy after 4 o'clock.
It's getting ready to rain, dude.
Yeah, it's going to rain from 2 to 4.
Never understand this. Make me understand. Well, it's not. It's not. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Now we need something. Yeah, she's loose. And we'll leave the bolt in there. And then on this guy, they've got, you know, they've got a rubber tube. Or do they? Oh no, that's not a rubber tube. That's, I'll show you. I'll show you. Alright, so then we got a bolt under here. And it looks like this is an Allen too. How about that? I'm gonna go get a ratchet stop.
Hey Jeff, why don't you go get a ratchet stop?
Yeah. Just kind of went and got one of these. I'm gonna need a extension. Now I gotta get myself in a bind here. "20 years it's been since this bolt's been off, or who knows how longer." Alright, so now that while I'm here, should be a 9/16 maybe? Or no, 5/8. Oh yeah! She's on there. Man, we need to get a breaker bar. Hopefully a stud didn't come with it. Sometimes when they're old like that and they're tight, the stud will go with it. No big deal, you just gotta put it back in. There's one. I don't see a washer. There's some rain. Can you guys see? I'm just taking these 2 bolts out. So a 5/8, right? Alright. Alright, now I got this one up here that holds this this is a reverse lock lever. And I just gotta take this guy off. And I may have to get a different, there's the rain. I have to shut it down. Oh, that's 9/16. It's gonna rain pretty good, I think. Alright, so there's this, and then it looks like there's this little keeper here. I'm not sure how this comes off. Oh, I see. It just clips in. Just kind of clips into there. I think this is going to be just fine. Never seen one of those. And then we got our 2 bolts on the side. Come on now. I hit all these with some penetrating oil a while back, a couple days ago. I just work it back and forth. Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to get this up off of here. There it goes. I'll run them all the way to the top. And we'll come over here. This one should be. Yeah, this one's not as bad. Maybe. Well, they sure didn't. That year, they didn't give you much room. Alright, now we're going to see if this thing will... Yeah, it's loose. Come on off of there. Yeah. She's loose. Looks like it's kind of the same. I mean, I think I did look at some pictures and was like, well, it's the same as the other one. So, sorry if I'm telling you some weird stuff, but I've never done none of these, so it should come off. Let's hope it does. I don't know about this leather. There it goes. Oh. Okay, so it's got a little plastic piece for this. That's not too bad. We got her off. Alright, we got it off. This was the little plastic piece that was on the bottom of that reverse locking, or the shift linkage. It was actually on the shift linkage, so if you watch my channel long enough, you know that now, once I got that off, I'll hook up a garden hose to the tube, the water tube, and go ahead and flush it. And the reason for that is because they these things, like if they are clogged for whatever reason, if you put a new water pump on them and you shove them back up there, and then you don't have any, water pressure, it's probably because it's clogged. And then you gotta take it back off and try to figure out what's happening. So, alright, so I did a video on this earlier, and this is 618 Mercury 2.0. I think I did the same one. Oh no, I didn't. This is a slightly different water pump, and it replaces OEM 4696148A8, and this is like an OE or original equipment water pump. These are really good pumps. You can get these like eventually I'm gonna have, when I get a day or so, I'm gonna put these pumps on my website, but they are on my eBay store. So really good quality impeller. I mean, really nice. Let's see if we can get a light. So yeah, you can see it's really good. This is a lot of time. I mean, I've looked at Mercury's pumps, and this is a really good. I've tested this on my boat, and I've put several of these pumps. I've never had one fail. But it comes with a kit with a bunch of O-rings. You got your drain plug seals. It will work on a Mercury, so it's got the seal for the oil, and then these it's a upper water housing kit. So the upper water housing, you can see it's really nice stainless steel. Anyway, and then you get that, and you get a bunch of gaskets. You get a water tube. So we've got gaskets for just about every kind of Mercury pump we can. Really thick gasket material. So these are really nice. This is an entire kit. So you could go buy this kit from Mercury and have a Mercury kit. It's going to cost you $100. It might be a little cheaper this version, but it's going to cost you at least $100. And whereas, you can get these for about $65 from my website. And this is going to go, this one is going to go on the, this 100 horsepower 64 year Mercury. And this is going to be the same pumps for your 850s, the 85 horsepowers, the 650s. And it may even fit, I have to look at this, but it may even fit like the 50 horsepowers. I think I want to say this is like Bravo 1 water pump. Anyway, show you guys that. Alright, so this literally is the same kit for that I just did on the 850. Same kit. So we're going to do a water pump on this one. And I don't know, man, if you guys want to watch this or not, but maybe I'll edit it down. But it's the same kit. So I think they must have fogged this engine or something. We got some oil here. I don't know. Find out. I guess we'll find out soon enough. This is the same exact one that I just did. So you guys may not want to watch it. You may want to watch it. I don't know. Since this is an older one, I'm gonna crack these bolts first. I guess, I don't know, man. At least, maybe I'll give you guys some video of what the impeller looks like. Yeah, at least you can see that, I guess. Come off of there. Alright, well there's that. She's been on there a long time, so what we gotta do here, let's maybe do something here. I don't know, something to protect it a little bit. She's coming. Oh, I know why. Doofus. Take this thing off. And we got our O-ring up here too. Well, O-ring up at the top. I don't care because I got a new one. Alright, so now oh, this one has like a seal right there. Interesting. Usually you don't put a double lip seal there. Uh-oh. Alright, so the impeller doesn't look terrible. How about that? Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't look bad at all. Let's see if we can get it off. That's crazy. It actually is pliable. Man. Although, look. No, that's alright. Just stuck. May have to get some like penetrating a little bit. Yeah, it's been in there a while. I've had them before to where I had to cut them off with a Dremel. Let's see here. What we're gonna do? How we're gonna do this? I don't know. Yeah, these are always the ones like, could be like I'm gonna have to spray it down with some kind of penetrating oil and hope for the best. Of course, I don't know where my penetrating oil went. WD-40 ain't gonna work. Anyway, you guys get the idea. I'm gonna get it off. And oh, by the way, it rained and now it's just humid. So please subscribe, like the videos. Thanks. Oh, that 93.7 dropped down to 93. So 93% of people don't subscribe. They're watching my channel. Alright, well, my audio took a crap. I'm having a couple audio issues. Anyway, just showing where, you know, you pry underneath that plate. I usually get that impeller off. If, you know, just let it soak with some penetrating oil, and eventually that'll get down in there, and then you can just pry up on the plate. You're going to replace the plate anyway, so you're not going to damage anything by doing this. Anyway, pretty simple. Comes up, comes off. And then I guess I'll just walk you through this, but basically you're just going to put your gaskets in place. I'm not even sure what I'm doing here. Oh, cleaning it up. I'm going to clean up the surface, and I even have like a gasket scraper and kind of scrape around it and get that old gasket out of there, clean up the drive shaft. So when you put the new impeller and all that on there, that'll just go slide right on there. And here I put some silicone spray just to lube up the impeller. Put my upper pump on. I use a pair of vice grips, so you turn the shaft clockwise, and then that gets her on there. Pretty much like the one that I just did for that 850. It's almost exactly like that one. Put a little, I don't know, a little grease on those studs there, and then we'll put all our bolts back on. She's pretty much about done, ready to go back on the motor. There on the old impeller, or the old upper gasket, there was like a double lip seal. It's from the 60s. They did away with that. So once you put that little rubber, I don't know, it's a grommet or whatever on top of that, it's sealed. And so, yeah. But one thing I've learned over the years is just flush your engine first before you put this lower, foot back on, because it'll bite you. It'll be clogged up in there or something. You'll think your pump is not pumping when it was. And you just need to flush the engine and get rid of the clog. So save yourself from having to take this off and put it on, take it off, put it on. It's like you keep questioning yourself, did I do something wrong? No, it's just there was a clog inside the engine. Is there a mud dauber or something happened? So I just flush them. So yeah, I just put a little 2,4-C on the splines there too, just to give it a little protection and help it go back up into the power head real easy. And yeah, this one's done. So anyway, I guess thanks for watching, subscribing.